Hey everyone, ZCrazyG here, back with another video. Now, first off, I do need to apologise because initially for this video, I had something else entirely different planned, but unfortunately, I just had to pull the plug on it. Initially, I was going to do a video where I took you through my personal history with the Crash Bandicoot series, but as I was making the video, it just wasn't coming together how I initially wanted it to. It wasn't quite working, and the more I tried to force it to work, ironically, the less it actually did work. So I just decided to pull the plug on that and did this instead. Just to give a bit of context for what this video is about, essentially, I'm moving on from making Crash Bandicoot content from this point forward. A few months ago, I made an update video going in depth in why I was doing this and why I felt that way. If you want to go check that out, I'll link it in the description below. But to sum it up briefly, when I initially started YouTube, I was inspired by creators such as Kadikarus and Scott the Woz, Brutal Moose, Nitro Rad, Ant Do, John Tron, those kind of guys who made game reviews and just funny videos on gaming topics. And they inspired me to start YouTube, where I wanted to do videos just like them. And that's what I did when I first started YouTube, but obviously being a small YouTuber who didn't have any experience, my videos were shit and really didn't go anywhere. That is until Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled came out, and I decided to cover it, giving my thoughts and feelings on how the remake was shaping up. And then by extension, that led me to covering all sorts of Crash content, from Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled's lead up to release and the whole life cycle of that game, and then eventually the lead up and build up to Crash Bandicoot 4 and all my thoughts with that game as well. But ultimately, near the end, I had just lost all motivation, because I knew ultimately this isn't really the content I wanted to do on YouTube in the long term, and so I decided it would be best for both me and the channel if I just decide to just leave it at a point and then move on. And it's unfortunate, I know that some people may be upset by this, and I completely understand, but you know, I feel like with my passion in something that I really want to be doing, then the content will be so much better. Not to say I'm not passionate about Crash Bandicoot, I love this series, it's just that I feel like I've gotten everything I can out of it at this point. And so this video is just to act as a full stop to it, and just to say my thank yous and goodbyes to the Crash Bandicoot content. The Crash Bandicoot series is so special to me, and is a big part of my personal life. It's my favourite game franchise of all time. It's been there at times when I've been at my lowest, and I've sought comfort in the fun, silly zaniness of the simple platforming of these games, and I absolutely adore it. It's very near and dear to my heart. And to be able to cover that over these past 2 years, where I've gotten to share my experience with the resurgence of Crash Bandicoot in today's gaming climate with all of you on YouTube, it's been fantastic, and it's been incredible to be able to, you know, share the fun and the excitement of all that, you know, the CTR, Nitro Fueled, Grand Prix, and then all the excitement and build up to Crash 4, all the theories, and then the actual confirmation, and then experiencing what that game was like. It's incredible. I absolutely have enjoyed every second of it. It's just that near the end, I've become a bit fatigued with it as well, and I just feel like I want to move on from it. There's a few people I'd like to thank. First off, all the amazing Crash tubers who it's been a pleasure to get to know and interact with recently. The Real Neil, Mr. Bo, Wumper Lewis, The Viperian, Dashi, Abdul the Arabic Guy, Misk Dan, Lil Grey Fox, Geordie. It's been so awesome just being able to collab with you guys on these videos, like the CTR collab and Among Us. You're all a bunch of really awesome and such chill guys. You're all so lovely, and I've taken some great inspiration from you guys when making my Crash content, and I will continue to watch and support your content because you guys are so good at it. You make such great content, and you are a big part of what makes this community so great. You've brought people together with your content, and it's so good. Keep doing what you guys are doing because you're fantastic. And in turn, the support you've shown my channel, I cannot thank you enough for it. All of you guys, you are so awesome. Thank you so much. But then, of course, I need to mainly thank every single one of you who has even clicked, watched, liked, subscribed to the channel, or just interacted with my videos in any way. Even the fact that you've wanted to just click on a video just shows that you're interested in it. You're interested in something that I have poured my time and effort and soul into to create, and that means so much. But even more so than that, it's the love and support you guys have shown through the comments and your interactions with the channel. I've seen so many people returning to my videos, and I see many regular commenters and viewers, and how much you enjoyed the videos and keeping your discussion about Crash Bandicoot and everything the video discusses. It's amazing, and it really means so much. I cannot thank you guys enough. It's been an incredible 2 years to be able to experience this with all of you, and I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. And I really hope you enjoy the new direction I'm hoping to take this channel in. Essentially, just to give a brief summary, I'm going to be focusing more on more so the Z Crazy G episode style I used to do. Think like the Crashathon videos I did, where I just did sort of like a review or just a funny, just rambling video where I talk about the game with very jokey scripting and heavy editing. Think videos very much inspired by those YouTubers I mentioned, like Kadikarus, Scott the Woz, Brutal Moose, all those guys, but with just my take on them, my own interpretation of it, and the topics that I want to cover. I want to cover just gaming topics in general that I think are fun to talk about, other games, mainly 3D platformers. I want to give there's so many games on my shelf here that I want to talk about in series. 3D platformers, games that are nostalgic for me, series that are nostalgic for me. I've got so many cool ideas and things planned for this channel. I really hope you guys do enjoy it. I really hope that you do, and I'm really excited for it. And one person who I need to give a massive shout out to is Mr. Whaddup Nico. This guy is a fantastic graphic designer that has done so much work for other YouTubers with channel branding and channel art. And recently I commissioned him to do a rebranding on my channel. You may have seen I've already got it up, and I cannot thank him enough. It looks fantastic. I am so pleased with how it turned out. He's an incredible graphic designer. I will link his Twitter down below and his Behance page where you can see his portfolio of work. Please send him some love. He is an amazing guy and his work is fantastic. So do say hi to him. He is fantastic. Thank you, Nico. Thank you so much. And yeah, now here comes the sad point where I do have to say ultimately goodbye to Crash Bandicoot content. Now, does this mean that I won't ever cover Crash or mention Crash at all? Of course not. No, not at all, because this series has meant so much to me. I will always be a part of this community, and I will always interact with it in some way. I will still play the games, I will still talk, I will still leave comments on other people's videos, I'll still talk on the Reddit and on Twitter to people. It's just that I won't be making the constant update videos. It's just not what I'm into making anymore, and I just want to do something different. And of course, whenever there is a brand new Crash game coming out, or any other Crash projects that I feel are worth talking about, I will do a sort of a video in the kind of format that I want to do going forward. It's just that Crash will not be the focus of the channel going forward. It's been an incredible past 2 years to be able to share my love and my passion for this series with so many people who also share that love and passion for the same series. It's incredible, and you know, even at points where I've been at my lowest and I've not really been motivated to do things, your guys, you know, your love and support for the channel has what's kept me going, and it's honestly meant so much, more than you guys imagine. Thank you honestly so much. It's been great. Thank you, every single one of you. You're all incredible. I love you all so much. You've been so supportive, and I know I'm waffling now, but honestly, thank you so much. It's been incredible, and I really hope you enjoy what's to come. And so with that, thank you guys all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for making the past 2 years as fantastic as ever. It's been incredible, honestly. Thank you all so much. So with that, I will end the video there. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it. And a big, wonderful goodbye to Crash Bandicoot content. Until the next time, Crash Bandicoot, goodbye. Thanks very much, guys.